Welcome to Voice Memos to Myself, the check-in, a space for thoughts that don't always make it to the group chat, reflections whispered in the late hours, lessons learned through silent tears, late nights, and unavoidable setbacks. This is where reflections talk back, where the self gets honest, where we check in before we check out. It's not perfect, it's not polished, it's just real. So let's breathe together, let's build together, let's begin, let's check in. Have you ever been called too cocky, too full of yourself? Maybe have too much sauce, but not enough substance? And that voice starts to creep in after a missed shot, a slip of the hand, or a game that just didn't go how it should have. Now you're being critical on yourself? Well, here's the truth. Confidence ain't the same as cockiness. But growing up needing to prove your worth in every room, that teaches a person to armor up, to lead with flash because the world demands a show. That over-the-top confidence, it's not ego, it's protection. It's if I shine big enough, they won't see the doubt, or if I'm the best in the room, I'll be good enough. But check this out. Claude Steele, a psychologist, broke it down in one of his writings called A Stereotype Threat. It's the mental weight that drops in when someone feels watched or judged through a stereotype. Like having to prove you're smart enough, strong enough, good enough, just because someone else doubts it. That pressure tightens up the mind, throws off the rhythm, turns a moment of flow into a moment of fear. And here's the key. We might feel it, but we don't have to own it. That weight isn't ours to carry forever. So let's work on reframing. What if confidence isn't about how loud we are or if we make the most shots? What if it's about showing up consistently and sticking to your values? Confidence is not about needing to be the loudest, but showing up to be the most locked in, focused, consistent. Confidence is this: quiet commitment, steady growth, showing up when no one sees it, showing up when you don't feel like it, but performing at your best. So let's run a quick mental drill. We'll call it the 3 plays of quiet confidence. I want you to ask yourself, when did an effort go unseen, but you still felt powerful? What habits are you building that's not for show? What lesson did you have to learn the hard way, but it stuck? Those moments, that's where real confidence is rooted in. Not noise, not the hype, just the presence of yourself. So when the voice pops up saying, "Why act like the best?" Try answering with, "This isn't an act, this is alignment. I'm not perfect, but I'm real, I'm building, and I'm working on excelling." Joseph L. White, a legendary black psychologist, once said, "Too often we mistake survival strategies for personality traits. That loudness, that edge, it might be an old form of protection. And maybe it's time to evolve." Here's today's check-in reflection prompt. When does it feel like I'm performing instead of just being? Speak on it, write it, feel it, because transformation doesn't shout, it whispers. Take care of the mindset like training the body. Remember to check in with yourself often. This is Voice Memos to Myself. Checking out. Peace and love.